Wife, 32F, upset I, 33M, said in front of everyone that she's no great beauty either. I felt justified shutting her down given the circumstances, and now we are in a bad place. How do we proceed? Wife and I have been together for 3 years. We were set up to date by our parents, so it's mostly a mix between an arranged and a love marriage. Our courtship period was 5 months and we get along well and love each other. However, my wife can be extremely backwards sometimes, and that's one thing I don't like about her. Sometimes she can be rude and obnoxious. I hate how I am describing her, but it's all true. And she'd be judgy and sometimes make comments over someone's appearance under the guise of helping them. Oh, the dress would have had a much better silhouette if your waist was leaner. You should get your eyebrows waxed and stuff like that, when we both know that's the person's biggest insecurity. She had confessed to me once that she used to not be the nicest person back then, but that was because of her own insecurities that her parents caused in her, and she projects those onto other people, but she's trying and sometimes slips up. Last week, my youngest cousin, 23F, who I'm very close to, had dinner with us. My aunt and uncle were there, as well as my mom and dad. Now, my cousin has a scar on her face from her family dog's attack when she was young. She did get surgery done, but those scars on her cheek are still there. Naturally, any girl would be insecure about a thing like this, and my wife maybe was just being tone deaf or something and said that she can suggest my cousin the best brand of high coverage foundation that'll complement her skin texture very well, alluding to her scars. My cousin stammered a little and said she doesn't need it and will find someone who truly loves her regardless of her scars. Standing up to her, I silently cheered on my cousin and felt that the discussion was over, until my wife said that skincare and makeup does make a difference regardless. I was beyond frustrated at this point. Here my wife was yapping on and making my cousin feel ugly. I just thought she was being unbelievably cruel to her, so I said, "Well, you're no great beauty, honey, but I married you regardless. You needn't be concerned with her love life if it's making you anxious. Knock it off." This seemed to shut her up and she didn't speak for the rest of the dinner. When everyone was gone, my wife yelled, "What the hell was that, and why did I make her feel so ugly and unattractive?" I told her she deserved what was coming, and there's a limit to dealing with her insecurity, and the line gets drawn when she makes someone else feel insecure. How does it feel to have your own energy returned? This seemed to set her off and she started crying, unable to believe if that's what I think of her. I am attracted to her and to me she's enough, but I also have a habit of trying to humble people and showing them their place, which is probably where problem is in me. TLDR, I told my wife she's no great beauty when she insulted my cousin's appearance. My wife tends to make rude comments, especially about people's looks, due to her own insecurities. During dinner with family, she suggested makeup for my cousin's scars, so I snapped back at her. She got upset later, but I felt she needed to understand how hurtful her words can be.